Hello everyone, I welcome back you all to my next video. In this video, I will be discussing about the subject Introduction to Python Programming, which has a subject code BPLCK205B related to the topic keyword arguments. As you all know, I am Chitrashriyam. My USN is 1VE23CS042. Currently pursuing my BE in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering in second semester. Introduction to keyword arguments in Python. Keyword arguments in Python provides a powerful way to pass the information to the functions. By naming the arguments, you can make your code more readable and flexible, and it allows us for more initiative function calls. Here I have selected one example. In the selected example, the function greet has two parameters. One is the name and the other is the message. Name is one of the required positional argument, whereas the message is an optional keyword argument with the default value of hello. You can call the function using either positional arguments or keyword arguments as shown in the example. As keyword arguments is quite theoretical concept, when it comes to the process of defining keyword arguments in Python allows you to pass the arguments to a function using a named parameters, and it also makes the code more readable and flexible as you can specify the arguments by its name rather than relying on their order. It can also be defined as it includes the parameter names in the function definition with the default value if desired, and this allows you to call the function with any subset of arguments either in any order, making the code maintainable and user friendly. Syntax for keyword arguments. Keyword argument syntax. Keyword arguments are passed to a function by specifying the parameter name and its value. Usually they are separated by an equal sign. The order of the keyword arguments doesn't matter. The next is calling a function with keywords. When calling a function, you can specify the arguments by their parameter names in any order. Usually it makes the code more readable and less error prone. Mixing positional and keyword arguments. You can combine positional arguments and keyword arguments when calling a function, but the positional arguments must come before the keyword arguments. Defaults and required arguments. You can specify default value for keyword arguments, making them optional when calling the function. Required arguments must be provided with positional arguments. Mixing positional and keyword arguments. Python allows you to combine positional arguments and keyword arguments when calling a function. This provides flexibility in how to pass arguments to the function. When mixing the two, the positional arguments must come first, followed by the keyword arguments. This ensures the function can correctly match the arguments to the corresponding parameters. In the first half of the selected table, the keyword arguments are passed to the function by using the keywords like name and age, whereas in the positional arguments, the arguments are passed to the function by its default values for keyword arguments. There are mainly four reasons. Keyword arguments used to simplify the function calls. They provide flexibility, they enhance readability, and it helps to improve the maintainability. We said that it simplifies the function call. Keyword arguments with default values allow you to simplify the function calls by only passing the arguments you need to change rather than specifying all the arguments every time. It provides flexibility. Default values give your function more flexibility, and it allows you to be used in a variety of contexts without the caller having to remember every parameter. It enhances readability. Keyword arguments with defaults make your code more self-documenting as the parameter names clearly communicate the purpose of each argument. It improves maintainability. Changing default values in one place instead of updating numerous function calls can make your code base easier to update and maintain over time. Keyword arguments and function calls. Function calls. When you call a function, you can use keyword arguments to specify the parameter value by name. This makes your code more readable and easier to understand. Argument passing. Keyword arguments allows you to pass the arguments to a function in any order as long as you can specify the parameter names. This provides flexibility and reduces the chances of mixing up argument order. Parameter names. The parameter names in the function definition acts as keys for a keyword argument. When calling the function, you use these names to assign values to the corresponding parameters. Keyword arguments and unpacking. Unpacking. Unpack keyword arguments into a dictionary function called pass keyword arguments to a function. Flexible APIs enable more flexible and powerful APIs. Nothing but applications programming interface. Keyword arguments can be combined with unpacking operator, that is double asterisk, to pass a dictionary of values as named arguments to a function. This allows for highly flexible and dynamic function call where the specific set of arguments can be determined at runtime. Unpacking keyword arguments is a powerful technique for building robust and extensible programming interfaces. Best practices for using keyword arguments. When using keyword arguments, follow best practices to ensure your code is clear, maintainable, and easy to understand. Always provide a descriptive parameter names to make the purpose of each argument obvious. Leverage default values for optional parameters to simplify the function calls. Avoid mixing both positional and keyword arguments in a same function call, as this can lead to some confusions and some errors. Instead, use either all positional or all keyword arguments for a given function invocation. Document your keyword arguments thoroughly in your function's document string or type hints. This helps other developers to understand how to correctly use the functions. At last, advantages of keyword arguments. Keyword arguments offer greater flexibility and readability in your Python code. They allow you to specify parameter names when calling a function and makes your code more self-documenting and less prone to errors. Additionally, keyword arguments enable you to set the default values for the parameters, streamlining function calls and improving function reusability. Thanks for watching this video.